What's up everyone? So your boy's been busy. I've actually started doing these renders and mockups. Now, a very important phone is going to come out in a couple months, the Samsung Galaxy S10. And the reason it's going to be important is because from these leaks and crazy things that's happening right now, this phone is going to be completely revolutionary. That might be a little over exaggeration, but this phone's going to bring a lot that a major flagship hasn't really brought in a very long time. And there's one little leak that came out a couple of days ago of Samsung and one of their little presentations they were doing. I'm not sure whether, I think this was in China or something. And they were kind of talking about some technology that future phones are going to bring. Now, this Samsung Galaxy S10, I'm pretty sure, I'll just come out and say it, I'm pretty sure it's not going to have a notch, but it's going to be bezel-less-esque, okay? It's going to be almost as bezel-less as like an iPhone 10 or whatever. So there's going to be no notch. It's going to be like a Galaxy S9, but just spread out a little bit more. But the screen just spread out all the way to the edges. Now the photos you're seeing on the screen right now is actually something that I made. I took my Galaxy S9 and I rendered it a little bit more to make it look like what I think is the Galaxy S10. And as you can see, the bezels are completely removed. It's going to have a bigger display. It's going to be roughly around the same size. Some people are saying that the Galaxy S10 is going to come in 3 different sizes. I don't know about it. But going back to that presentation that they did, Samsung pretty much mentioned a lot of the new technological innovations that they're doing. And a lot of it is stuff that we've seen, but also things that we haven't seen yet, in my opinion, but also things that if a potential phone brings this out, it's going to be completely like game changing. Now, one of the first things they said was the fingerprint on display. Now, we've already seen this, but this is definitely something that's not broad scale. Like most manufacturers are not doing this. So if Samsung goes out and actually does this, they'll be like first in line, one of the first people to push a fingerprint on the display. So it's going to be OLED, as you guys know, and you'll be able to read the fingerprint sensor straight from the display. So that's really cool. So that takes the need away from having a fingerprint sensor on the back or something like that. Now, another thing they did was apparently putting the camera behind the glass. So since it is an OLED, I'm assuming the panel is a little bit more see-through, I'm assuming, than IPS. So what they're saying is they might put the camera and the proximity sensor behind the glass, so it'll pretty much take away the need of having a notch there. So that again will be game changing as well. You know, we're in a time where most phones are, have notch displays and everything. So if they could take that away, that would be crazy. Now the haptic on the display is, I think, is something more like Force Touch. Okay, that's a little bit different. But another one that's really crazy is the sound on display little corner box that they put in. So this means that they could technically not even have that bar of sound bar up there, and they can actually just put the speaker behind the display as well and have the speaker go through the display, maybe in like ports above the screen or above the panel, but having the sound go through the display somehow instead of having a different sound bar up there. Now we've actually seen that type of technology with the Sharp Oculus Crystal. If you guys remember back in the day, they were actually able to put some sound through the display if you put your ear to it. That is kind of the problem. You had to put your ear to it in order to hear it, but that was mostly for phone calls. There was a different speaker on it too, but this would be completely game changing if Samsung could do something like this. And the CEO even said that the Galaxy S10 was going to bring something crazy. It's going to be game changing. It's going to be a redesign. So from this keynote, it'll be completely crazy if they were able to do this. And it would really disrupt a lot of the phone manufacturers and the notch displays that we see. And it would really push all these other phone manufacturers like Apple and Huawei and all these different people, Xiaomi, even Google with the Google Pixels, to stop doing the notches and just go straight to bezel-less displays altogether. That'll be super crazy. Now, some people are saying with Samsung's supply chain that they will have to kind of finalize this by December and to figure out if they can manufacture it, but I'm pretty sure they can do it. I don't see it being that crazy of a feat. I mean, Samsung, they're like a multi-billion-dollar company. They can hire the right people, they can say the right things in order to figure it out, and I'm pretty sure this is what the Samsung Galaxy S10 is going to look like. Now, of course, it's going to be faster, this and that, but as the way the phone looks, I think it's going to look really, really good. And that's pretty much all the leaks we have at this point. Once we do get more, I'm always going to try to let you guys know. And again, I'm going to try to do more renders. You've seen a few in this video. I'm going to try to do a lot more, some like more realistic ones. So keep a lock down on the channel, guys. I'll definitely bring you guys more. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that don't mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. I do a lot more iOS and iPhone stuff, but you guys might like it, I don't know. I do some Android stuff too, so definitely check that channel out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.